Hi everyone, thank you for coming today to Joyce's Memorial. I know that it means a lot to Dawn and to Joyce's family for everybody to be here. My name is Rose Steele and I'm here with three of my dear friends, and we're part of the Beach Chicks, and Joyce was part of the Beach Chicks with us. So she did go to some of our beach weekends. And what we wanted to do today is just share a little bit of our memories about Joyce and some things that maybe you all might not know about her. So we're all gonna kind of just take turns and share our thoughts today.
Well, everyone is looking at me, so I'll share my thoughts to you.
Go, Brenda.
Yeah. I think the first thing I have to remember about how I met her. I met her in a Bible study at Hope, and it was a number of couples, and that Bible study actually was very much a part of why I ended up at Hope. One of the other things that meant so much to me was I had a nonprofit that worked with people who were financially challenged. And when I first started, I knew absolutely nothing about the computer or about a nonprofit. And she knew a lot. So she stepped in and helped me set up my computer, gave me many, many tips about how to run the business. And I know going forward that after a while I kind of forgot that she was responsible for that, and this has been a great way to remember that about her. She was one smart cookie when it came to those.
Yes, she was.
Yeah.
She was a good business
Yeah,
woman.
Yeah.
good business.
Very good
woman.
businesswoman. Mm-hmm.
The thing that probably was the most joy between us was we both have a love for the yard and for flowers. And she was smart about flowers. I was accidental about flowers. And so she would help me with them. We would go to what they call heritage plant parties or sales, and we would get plants that were very common with Jefferson and Washington and bring them home and put them in our garden. And I still have some of those now, and I guess they will be there for a very long time. So the woman was sort of a woman of few words, but she was a woman of great acts. And I miss her.
Yes, we do. We all do.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at this little napkin here, and you can't read it, but it says "Life is better at the beach," and I think most people would have a hard time arguing with that. And I've been part of the beach group probably from the beginning, and because Joyce and I lived near each other, we would often ride together. So we had several hours in the car coming and going before we even arrived, and so I got to know her that way a little bit. And one thing about the beach group and all is that we love to eat. We love to cook, most of us, but we love to eat, and Joyce was a great cook, and we always enjoyed what she brought. And for some reason, I guess over the years, I've ended up being the game queen. And Joyce enjoyed a game in particular called Left, Right, Center that perhaps some of you are familiar with. And no, we didn't just play for nickels or dimes or quarters, we played for dollars.
Big time, big time.
And Joyce had one time in particular, she won the big bucks. And so, but you know, we have fond memories of playing with her. She was a competitor, and we were in a small group together, a couples group at some point, and she always often hosted, so she had a gift of hospitality and enjoyed having people into their home. And I mean, there are many things I could mention, but she was very stylish. She had that short hair, and I just remember her having many glasses and fun jewelry. And we worked at the thrift store together for some time, and we were always commenting about her jewelry.
Well,
and
how many pairs of glasses?
I don't know how many. I mean, I probably 20 pair, but you know, she seemed to have a lot, and you know, she just had a good sense of style. And like Brenda said, I miss her too.
And they went with every outfit.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you know, I didn't get a chance to really, I was late with the Beach Chicks, so a late comer. And so I didn't get a chance to really have a lot of time with Joyce. But really what spoke to me more of the stories I heard about Joyce and Don too, and their hearts for helping people. And I think if you asked Joyce what her love language was, she'd probably say acts of service. And so I have this mug I'm drinking out of today, and this is what I'm thinking about Joyce today. And this scripture is from Galatians 5:22 through 23, and it says that the fruits of the Spirit are love, kindness, peace, faithfulness, gentleness, joy, patience, goodness, and self-control. That's one of the hardest ones, isn't it? So I just thinking, I'm drinking to Joyce today, and I'm thanking the Lord for such a beautiful spirit, and knowing that she is enjoying her heavenly home.
Yes.
I'm happy about that for her.
Well, we all miss Joyce, and I want to share a story that I think really kind of typifies Joyce and Don, because you can't talk about Joyce without Don. The two of them were a team, and they always did everything together. They were partners in crime. But one of the stories that is very dear is that there was a church family that was going through some really difficult times financially, and the wife had cancer. And so they had to sell their home, and they had to pack up all their belongings, put some of them in storage, go and live in different places and things like that. And the money was going to be used for the wife's cancer treatments. And Joyce and Dawn went over to their house and coordinated every single thing that needed to be done to facilitate the move and making it happen. They helped clean the place, pack everything, organize everything, stage the house. I remember going over there to help Joyce one time, and Dawn was mowing the lawn for the showing, and they worked with the realtor so closely and got everything done, and they were able to sell that house, and the family was able to get that money. And that's a perfect example of Joyce really and Dawn working behind the scenes to just help somebody in need. And nobody would know all the time and effort they put into that and spent doing that. I mean, it was huge, and the family could never have done it without them.
Right.
So one of the things I want to read today is just a scripture about Joyce, and I kind of feel like this is really Joyce and what she does, and it's called Giving to the Needy. As we all know, Joyce was very community oriented, but again, she was very individual oriented too. So this scripture is Matthew 6, and it talks about, beware of practicing your righteousness before other people in order to be seen by them, for then you will have no reward from your Father who is in heaven. And it says, truly I say to you, when you do give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret, and your Father who sees in secret will reward you. And I know Joyce has been rewarded many, many, many times over, because all of the times that she and Dawn gave, and did so many things to serve others, she did not let people know about those things. So we just wanted to share these thoughts about Joyce today, and we're just glad that she was in our lives. We're sorry that she's gone, but we're just so grateful to have known her and really be blessed with the spirit of her. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting us share.
Yes.